Welcome to all, and in this video we will be going to discuss about the transposons. So transposons is also called as a transposable elements, that is also called as a TE. So TE is a DNA sequence that can change its relative position within a genome of a single cell. Scientist McClintock discover the concept of the jumping genes. Okay, in 1983 he got a Nobel Prize for that, and they often this jumping genes also called as a junk DNA. So these transposons elements are only one of several types of mobile genetic elements. They are assigned to one of two classes according to their mechanisms of the transposition. So, which can be described as a either copy-paste mechanism or which can be described as a cut-paste mechanism. The then in case of the human genome, there are the 40% of the transposons are the present, and the first transposable elements is discovered in bacteria is called as the insertion sequences, that is the IS element. It turns out that these are the simplite transposon which is present. So this is the historical background, that is as I told you that the scientist Barbara found out the transposon first time in maize in 1914-1983. He got the Nobel Prize for that work. Then they found the genetic element regularly jump to new location which affect the gene expression. So maize kernel shows the variation in color. That is one of the example. We also discussed this during the during the mechanism of the cytological crossing over. So what are the general characters of these transposomes? So they were found to be a DNA sequences that code for the enzyme which bring about the insertion of an identical copies themselves into new DNA site. Then the transposable events involves both recombination and replication process, and depending upon that whether they are doing recombination or they are doing replication, they are divided into the two types, that is the copy paste and the cut paste mechanism. So in case of the prokaryotes, okay, there are the mainly three types of transposons are present. First one is the IS elements, that is also called as the insertion sequences. Second one is the transposon, and next one is the bacteriophage. So first we discuss about the IS elements. So IS elements were the first transposable elements identified as a spontaneous insertion in some bacterial operon. The IS is a element which is shorter in range, have a size of 800 to 1500 base pairs, and do not code for the protein. In fact, IS carry the genetic information which is necessary for their transposition, that is the gene transposase or the enzyme transposase. There are different IS elements are present, such as IS1, IS2, IS3 and the IS4, and so on. So here is the structure of the IS elements. So there are many IS elements in bacteria which differ in their nucleotide sequences, but all such elements have some common features in their structure. One important characteristics of all IS elements is the presence of 9 to 41 nucleotide long sequences at each end, repeatedly, nearly identically, but oriented in opposite direction. And then these sequences are called as inverted repeats. Then next is the in between the terminal repeat is included a long stretch of DNA double helix containing the several hundred to more than 1000 base pairs. So this is the general diagrammatic representation of the IS elements. The central segments of the prokaryotic IS elements carries the genetic information for synthesizing only one or two enzymes which are required for insertion of element in its target site. One of these enzyme is the transposase. Another enzyme, resol, may also produced by some IS elements, it's a repressor. The IS element may be present in a multiple copies in a bacterial cell. That is, there may be more than one copies of same IS element in each cell. The characteristics uh, these are the generally, for example, IS element has a total length of 760 base pairs, and the length of inverted repeats are there. The 23 repeats are present. Then next is the mechanism of transposition in the IS elements. Okay, uh, which shows the copy paste mechanism. Okay, we will discuss this later on. Then the second transposable element is the transposons. So transposons are the similarly to IS elements but carries the additional genes. That is the TN are the several thousand base pairs long and have a genes coding for the one or more proteins. On the either side of a transposon, it is a short direct repeat. The sequence into which the transposable elements insert is called as a target sequence. Next important is that these transposons are the larger mobile elements and are more complex in structure than the IS element. They contain the functional gene in addition to those required for the transposition. Such genes generally confer the resistance to the antibiotics. There are the two types of the transposons are present. First one is the composite transposons and second one is the non-composite transposons. So first is the composite transposons. They have a central segment containing a genes for a drug resistance and are flanked on both ends by the IS elements. The IS elements are of the same type in a particular transposons and they are designed as a IS left and the IS right. Okay, you can see here in figure. Okay, IS left and the IS right. The IS element may be oriented in the same direction or maybe in opposite direction. The total length of the transposons may be several thousand nucleotide long. Then second type is the non-composite transposons. So the non-composite transposons are without IS elements, but they do not have a inverted repeats at both ends like the IS element. They differ from the IS element in being longer and having a genes for a drug resistance. Characteristics of some transposons are, for example, there are the different like the TN3, then the TN5, okay, then the TN10, etc. So here is the structure of the non-composite transposons. So in non-composite transposons, there is a different genes are present which are coding for the antibiotic resistance. Then the some genes are present at the central region. For example, beta lactamase gene. Then the gene which is required, which breaks the ampicillin. Okay. Then second genes is the antibiotic resistant genes, that is the TNPA gene. Okay. Sorry. Second gene is the gene which is required for the transposition. Okay. During the insertion mechanism, that is the TNPA gene. Next is the TNPB gene, which resolve the recombination events. Okay. Next important point is the mechanism of the transposition. So mechanism of transposition occurs only when the enzyme transposes recognize and cleaves at either 5 or 3' of the both end of transposons and catalyze at either 5 or 3' of both the ends of transposons and catalyze the staggered cut of the target size. Depending upon the transposon, a duplication of 3 to 12 base pairs of target DNA occurs at the site where insertion is to be done. One copy remains at each end of the transposon sequences. After attachment of the both ends of transposons to the target site, two replication forks are immediately formed. This stage there start two paths of the carrying out onward mechanism. Here is the mechanism of the transposition is given. Okay, in the first process, in the process, staggered cuts are made in the target DNA. The is joined to a single stranded ends of the target DNA, and finally DNA is replicated in the single strand. So this is the replicative transcription mechanism, okay, in which co-integration is occur. Okay, sometimes there is a discontinuous co-integration is also occur. And then next one is the non-replicative mechanism. So this non-replicative mechanism in which nick occurs in donor DNA at arrows. Then the by the mechanism of the double strand repair mechanism, there is a recombination is completed. Okay, and this mechanism is called as a cut paste. This mechanism is also called as a cut paste mechanism.